Hey there, gorgeous! I wanted to take you through a process video with me today. This is Sean Noel, and I'm going to be sharing kind of my thoughts around being inspired by everything around you, and also about kind of how to tell a story through several Bible journal entries. This is an adorable book that I was reading with my daughter Addison. It's called In My Heart, and it's all about the different feelings that we feel and how they're all totally okay. And I just loved the illustrations so much that I decided to put them on my Bible. And so you may be noticing that I actually did cut out some of the pages, some hearts in the pages. And before you freak out, I don't want you to worry. Like, everything is going to be okay. I think in my last Bible before I did this, I went through it in about 6 months, and it was at that point that I realized not only is this an amazing tool for me, but I am going to be getting new Bibles all the time, and so I really should be able to worship in these in a way that's authentic and real and meaningful to me, whether that means I cut a heart out of a page or, use paint that maybe is a little darker or it bleeds. It's okay. It's the process that is enjoyable for me and meaningful, and it's a part of my worship process. This is my journaling Bible and not a study Bible for me, and so that's my approach in this. So I went ahead, I was working in Matthew, and I went ahead and kind of worked on each page collectively. And so I cut out the heart in the first page, and then I went through each page behind it. And I was amazed to see the stories that I was attracted to through each verse and through each page, and how they totally related to the picture that I had painted. And so I kind of followed the book in some sense, in that I tried to follow the color pattern, and I tried to use the inspiration from the shapes and the stories they were telling to look deeper into the word and think about how that related to what I was reading in the Bible. Now, this is all to say that, of course, that book doesn't have anything to do with the Bible. It's not about faith or anything. But I always find it interesting to kind of see how God interweaves things together. So my daughter and I are talking about feelings and how to express your feelings and how your feelings are okay and what happens if your feelings are hurt and things like that. And I was kind of amazed to see how those stories related to some of the things I was reading in my Bible. And even as adults, these are prayers and thoughts and conversations that we need to be having on an everyday basis. So from this point, I really wanted to keep my entries very simple. I had the storyline of each page had a different color and a different shape, and I was finding text that was relating to those ideas in my Bible. And so this idea and this way of Bible journaling might be a little far-fetched for some people. They might not be able to relate, or you might think, this is awesome, this is totally something I can do. So I don't want anyone to feel like this is now how we're gonna Bible journal or anything like that. This is just a fun creative exercise for me, and I really enjoyed it. It's not something I'll be doing all the time, but if there is something in your life that's really speaking to you at the moment, and even if it's not faith related, there's no reason not to bring it over into your faith and kind of relate it in that way and use it as an excuse and as a tool to dig deeper into some of those deeper, meaningful, powerful things that God may have waiting for you that we wouldn't uncover normally. So typically I'd be working through a devotional, or I would be writing my prayers down or using my sermon notes in my Bible. And this, after several years of Bible journaling, was just a different way for me to get into the Word, understand the Word in a completely different way, and look for things that I wouldn't normally find, and kind of find a way to tell that story together through several pages in my Bible. And again, I was using Matthew, but you could absolutely use the same technique with any project that you're working on, anything that's inspiring you. Valentine's Day is coming up. I picked up some super cute cards at Trader Joe's, and I know it's ridiculous, but I want to put them on my Bible too, so I always buy two. The lady at Trader Joe's probably thinks like I'm having an affair, but that's okay. Because I want to bring those same ideas of Valentine's Day and celebrating love and his love and the love that he's given me in my life and those around me into my Bible. And so that's like a really simple way for me to bring what is happening in my life into the Word. So even though, like I said, this is a different process for me, typically I'm diving deep into each page and doing one page a day, this was kind of several pages over several days, and I would still say it's a work in progress. Later I added some tags to the top and I kind of pondered what God was doing in my heart. I did some more praying, some more research, and it was just, again, any way we can get into the Word, learn something new, learn something different, kind of allow God to work in a different way than maybe the box we want to put Him in, is meaningful and powerful. And you will be like, wow, God, I never realized that this passage had so much for me to unpack, or you never realize how the story threads together. And so that's really what I wanted to share today is let's not put God in a box. Even when we're Bible journaling, we're thinking we're totally out of the box. Sometimes we still want to put Him in a box and be like, we're only doing it this way. But I really want to encourage you just to enjoy the process and have fun with it and worship in color. So that's it. I just want to share that thought with you today. I'm going to go ahead and put on some music as I finish up this page, and I hope you have the most fantastic day. Bye!